What is going on? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, subscribe for more tool reviews. In today's video, we have the much anticipated by me Gangbox charger. It's a rapid charger, but there are a few caveats with how it charges. It does take quite a bit of power, I will say that, and I'll kind of demonstrate what it how it consumes power and all that, because I'll give you the measurements and everything, because I just threw this in the van and started chucking in batteries and seeing how it does. So I'll kind of show that use case, and we'll go over the box, what comes in it, and the ratings and how it works and all that kind of stuff first, and then I'll take you out to the van and show you it mounted and in use. All right, guys. Well, the Milwaukee, it is a rapid charger, and it's meant for gang boxes. It can charge your M18s and M12s. This right here is the 4859-1804. Now you're going to be able to charge, and they even show you here that you can only charge a couple at a time. You cannot by any means go full 4 M18s and 2 M12s. You have to pick and choose what you want to charge, and typically it can be either 2 of each, or like they show here 3 and 1. It has to be some sort of combination, because I don't know if it was designed that way on purpose, but you cannot put on the inner side an M18 and M12. They kind of butt up together and they get in the way. So it is meant to be in the Gangbox charger, and maybe that's why they made it the size and shape that it is. But yeah, it's not perfect. Like I said, if they would have just given a couple inches, you could have filled out 6 batteries all together, and it would have smartly charged them, because like I said, this is meant for gang boxes. It does have a light, so if you do mount it in a gang box, it's also providing you a light for your work area. And the rapid charger here, you got 2 USB cable ports, and then your batteries up here. So the way this one works, so you can charge 2 batteries simultaneously, and the way they want you to think about it is it's split right down the middle. So you have a side A and a side B. 1 battery charges at a time on each side. I didn't know that. I would load up one side, and then it would trickle charge one by one, basically. And like I said, it is a rapid charger. It did great on the road for driving and being able to charge the batteries by my next job site. But remember, there's 2 sides, so if you want to charge maybe 2 simultaneously or anything like that, you need to put 1 on this side, 1 on this side, and your M12s and on all that. So that's how that works. And it is 2 batteries at a rapid charge rate, and then it'll have the next ones, if you fill it out, on standby basically, and then it'll go and charge them. So like I said, you do get that USB-C port at the bottom and that light. That thing is magnetic itself. It shows it on gang boxes, and like I said, I thought it would be cool to mount in a van, because the whole van is metal. So we're gonna mount this, or I already have this mounted, but I'm going to show you where I mounted it, how I'm going to power it, how it does. It's not perfect. Again, if you're in a workshop area, like if I would have mounted it back here and just plugged it directly into the wall outlet, it would have been perfect. But I typically don't charge. I don't bring my batteries in. They stay in the van and we deal with it. Try to charge them in between jobs as I'm driving to the next call. So that's where I thought this might come into play. All right, this is what I was looking for. Rapid up to 6 amps, 2 batteries at a time. I'll show you in a minute, but it does have magnets and cleats and keyholes for mounting options. The USB-C ports are 2 at 15 watts, I assume each. Integrated light is 450 lumens. It is a rotating swivel head with a 1-hour timeout if you leave it on. Yeah, I'll have to look it up to show you. It doesn't even give me like how quickly the batteries will charge. So this is what it looks like put up. Like I said, I have magnets, so you can mount this basically anywhere. Just that I don't really have room. I got my pack outs, everything taken up. This made the most sense just to kind of put it on the ceiling here. We do have our M18 that we've been charging on our drive. Got the big old M18 12.0 forge. So we'll put that down here. All right, so here's the light that you get. It tucks away nicely, or you can pull it out, and I think this one swivels, yeah, both ways. Actually goes up to here this way, and over here you can flip it the other way. I'll show what it looks like on right now, but I don't have it turned on. So under here is where you have those two USB chargers, and then this is your light, obviously. So what I was saying here is you can put one or the other because you don't have room to put an M12 here. So you can put either build up on this side or put one on the outside here and then put it here. So you can have like two or one of each on either side, or all M18s. That'll fit nicely. But if you have M12s on either side, then you can only put one battery. I do wish that they would have just given you, I don't know, a couple more inches and you would have been able to put them all. And I mean, not really for charging. If you remember, this is split in two. There's a side A and a side B, and then it'll charge them in sequence. I think the most it can charge rapidly is 2. So you're gonna have, you know, them charge and in order and all that. So even if you put them, or they made the space for you to put the max amount of batteries you can, fill all the slots here, it would have been nice just for storage purposes, right? And then you just put it back and you know that it's always going to be charging, ready to go. Because right now I'm putting them here, and as they charge, then I have to put them down here on my holder here because I have this many batteries, right? So it would have been nice to be able maybe not to use as many holders and just have everything mounted and ready to charge, but it can only hold so many now. All right, so I'm gonna try and show you what it looks like. Let's take this off. So you do have right in this area, I'll try and show a close-up, a lever to where you can actually remove the magnets a whole lot easier instead of yanking them off. So you have 4 magnetic spots here, and you have this lever mechanism to kind of kick it off. You do also have these 2 other magnets on the inside where like a bar can go through, and you have some cable management. I'm not even sure what that is for, but I'll look into it. So you do have 4 magnets on the outer area here, and then 2 additional magnets inside. Again, this is meant for more Gangbox, or they're meant for Gangboxes, not really for vans, but I just thought, you know, you can put this anywhere you have a metal wall, the ceiling here, and it works out quite nicely just to, you know, keep a tidy charging area. And all we did was run it down the side over here, went through this grommet area right here. I'll show that on screen. And then we come out the other side here and we have our 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter, which has been doing great. I thought something was going on with it, but I actually just had a loose connection, so I'm gonna go fix that right now. And this thing was pulling the rapid charger with an M12 and a M18 12.0. Charging it on a 30-minute drive was pulling about 123 watts. Now, as far as charging times, I did have to look it up. You can find it on Home Depot's website. The charge times for like a 2.5 M12 is about 40 minutes, and it's 80 minutes if you have any of these 5.0s. And then if you have any of their 6 or 5.0s, that can charge in about an hour, 60 to 65 minutes. Your 8.0s are gonna take a little bit longer at 80 minutes. And if you guys have any of the 12.0, you know, big boy batteries, that's gonna be 130 minutes to fully charge. And it's twice as fast as your standard chargers. This is right in the middle, the rapid chargers, because they also do offer superchargers But for me, this is fine. This is actually, I prefer rapid charging. Standard takes way too long. And typically I drive about 30 minutes to an hour average between my calls. So if I go run a call, I can typically get a good 30-minute charge time on that drive. And then, you know, consistently throughout the day, we can fully charge a lot of these batteries. Especially if I have like 4 on at a time, or, you know, 2 and 2. I typically don't need to charge these as often, except, you know, the one for my drill, or if we're doing installs and we're cutting a lot or doing some stuff. I have M12 saws and stuff like that. So typically, like I said, for me, this works out on drives. So that's why I prefer to put these chargers that I have in my van versus, you know, in my garage or anything like that, because I'm not charging overnight or, you know, have the need to do that. I can charge in between my calls. So, I mean, you know, there you have it. It is up here. I think it fits nicely up there, and it's not that hard to remove. The magnets are built very nicely. They do have that release mechanism, and you can mount it anywhere in the van. Because when I went to Pipeline initially and told them, oh, this is cool, you know, I'm glad that it has magnets. I love, you know, these rapid chargers that can hold, at the time I thought you could hold, 6 batteries, but realistically you can hold 4, or, you know, mix and match and figure it out. But initially I thought you could hold that many, and I was like, man, you can hold a lot. It's magnetic, it's a rapid charger. That's going in my van. Because they were like, do you have a Gangbox to use this on? And I'm like, not at all, but I will figure out where to put it if you have magnets on there. And it has different mounting options. So you can just kind of put it in your bench area, your workshop, garage, anywhere that you guys need to have this, because I know some guys bring their batteries in overnight, or they put them in the shop, or whatever it is. You can mount it wherever you want to. It is neat, but they have so many options now. So I'll try and link some of the other rapid chargers that they have. This is just the one that I used. It's cool. It has a light. It's magnetic. That was my favorite part. I don't have to add magnets to it to mount it or put it permanently somewhere. It can just be moved around as needed. So yeah, if you haven't seen the new merch, go check it out. HVAC things. Anybody watches Netflix and Stranger Things, we have that already dropping as this video goes up, so you guys can go check it out if you want. There's a few new colors and designs, so make sure you cop those. I have one more HVAC Nights design for sure going up, so make sure to check that out, reliablehvacr.net. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think of the Gangbox rapid charger, and yeah, see you guys.